What's happening, guys? Luke McGuire here, and in this video what I'm going to be doing is taking you through the socialite software and actually giving you the training on how I use this to sign up local leads every single week over and over and over again, and pretty much make it so that they'll be scared for me to go anywhere else with the information that I'll be able to get, show the client, and then they're just going to want to have me then and there, or at least trial it just to see what it's all about. And that's the cool thing about socialite eyes, because it shows you people in whatever market you're after that are already on Facebook. So they already know that they need to be on Facebook. They've expressed interest on it at some point, and that's really important because a couple of years ago, businesses were like, "Oh, I don't need Facebook. It's just a phase. It's just a trend." But now, businesses are realizing they have to be on there, and if they don't get on now, they're going to miss the mark, and the competition is going to take them over. And it's even getting to the stage now where a lot of businesses are already on Facebook, and the competition already is taking them over. So that's what this tool can show you, and then we can show the actual client how we can take them to the next level. Excuse me. So let's just jump into it here, and let's go through some examples of how we can use this, and then how we can get some information to really ensure the client wants to take us on. And so the way I normally frame this is, this tool, it'll let you, it'll give you their mobile numbers, their emails and stuff. And yeah, you could do the old-fashioned way of going in and cold calling them, or walking in, which definitely still works, especially if you walk in and be like, "Hey, I just want to know where the manager is or the owner. Can I have a meeting?" But not everyone's comfortable with doing that, especially if you're starting out. So this way, I'm going to show you how you can pretty much go under the radar. You won't look like a threat. You're not going to be looking like you're just trying to sell them everything under the moon like most local businesses get. They get sold everything from business cards to local directories to little things they can put on their front counter to membership, buy one get one free type deal software that seems to be everywhere at the moment, where you scan a card every time you go in, you get a little, every time you buy 10 drinks you get one free, or whatever it might be. This is pretty much going to get you under the radar. You're going to come in looking like a friend rather than someone trying to make them money. And then you're also going to give them so much value before you even do anything for them that it's going to be a no-brainer for them to want to sign up with you. So let's just jump straight into it right now. So for this example, I'm just going to target restaurants that are in Brisbane. Brisbane is the city that's about an hour away from me up above, but I could do this anywhere in the world. But for this example, we'll do that. So we'll type in restaurant Brisbane, and we'll hit search, and we'll let that go out and do its thing. I might just pause it here for a second while it populates, because I've got a few other apps opening here at the moment which have got my bandwidth going on, so I'll be back in a minute once it's populated it completely. Alright, so it's been about a minute now and it's still gathering more, but I'll hit stop here just for argument's sake. So you can see here now we've got a bunch of different businesses. You can see the phone numbers in here. This one is blank, and so is this one here, because right now on this edition of the socialite eye software, I've got this get info from site. So where you see these blank ones in the first column, and like there and there, what would happen then is if I check this box, it'll then go onto the website of this business. It'll then go to the contact page and it'll grab the numbers and the emails from there and populate it in the following column. But we'll probably have some updates in the future where it'll just, if you check that box, it'll populate it in the same column if it's not there. So don't mind that for the time being. But more importantly for now, let's open this up and we'll see how many likes and people are talking about this for all the different businesses. So you can see here, so the top one here, Movenpick Ice Cream, Max Brenner, the Fox Hotel, Seafood Australia, Burger Urge, so on and so forth. So you can see which ones are doing pretty well, and we can look at the people talking about this. I actually find that when people are talking about it a lot more, it's going to be a much better page, even if they've got a lot less fans, because a lot of these fan pages usually get the ones that have hundreds of thousands of fans and it doesn't look right, they're probably fake, and you can go in and see if they are fake and whatnot. But the ones that have a lot of people talking about it, however, and constantly have a lot of people talking about them, that means it's a very interactive fan page. They're very targeted. They're doing very well, and they're a good case study to look at. So these guys here, Burger Urge, they look like they're not doing too bad at all. So let's open these guys up and see what they've got going on for them. So you can see really nice graphic here. They're being fun with the updates. They've got the staff involved. They're putting faces to their brand. And you can see these guys are doing very good social marketing. For a burger place, 136 likes there. And these guys are pretty new. So now open in South Bank. So that was only 2 weeks ago. So, oh, sorry, that was a new store. Don't mind me. Going crazy here. So as you scroll through, this is obviously a franchise then, but you can still see they're doing very high quality posts. Excuse me. High quality posts, very good graphics, and you can get these graphics done like this on Fiverr for $5. So we'll talk about how we can do that for our clients a bit later on, but that can be one of our services that we offer them, and when we do their updates for them and when we include their ads and their banners, we can really professionalize their business. So that's an example there that's doing quite well. I'll get the socialite eye back up again. Who else is doing well here? Blackbird Bar and Restaurant. These guys seem to be doing pretty well at the moment. Again, very professional. They're using hashtags. They're using video. They're being very visual. They're being creative. So again, a very high quality Facebook page that relates to obviously a very nice establishment these guys have got going on here, which is why it just works hand in hand. Jumping back over here, let's look at some of the worst, not people that aren't performing as well as these other guys will say. So we'll scroll down and we'll see if any of these have got a lot of fans but not many people talking about them. So here, Boosie Bucky Restaurant something, 86 people talking about it. So that's okay, but not the best. We'll see what these guys have got going on for them here. So you can automatically see they're posting the same content over and over again. It's obviously a link to their site or something that it's just doing the same thing, but it's not fun. It's not interactive as the other pages. They're still trying to be professional, which is cool, but you can see this page compared to the others is just nowhere near as fun and interactive. So that's something we could work on with this client. Let's look at another one here. Let's have a look at Alchemy Restaurant. So they've got professional images. So these guys looking like they've got some nice content going on, but they are not doing the best in terms of people talking about this. And this can come down to a few things. So it could be potentially, you can see, well, that's July. So in 2 months, they've only done a handful of updates. So that's probably going to be the main killer for no one talking about it because they're not being active on their Facebook page. So that could be the edge that we have on these guys here. We could go over and say, look, you have a nice amount of fans there. You have a lot of people visiting your page, 3,365 so far. It's a shame that you're not using this to the best of your abilities because we can see you getting above all these top competitors. Then we show them the top fan pages of the ones that we showed earlier. We can get you above these guys. We can even use their fans for your benefit, drive your customers through your door like starting today. And we really want to match your Facebook page to the really high establishment that you've got going on at the Alchemy Restaurant and Bar. So that's one way we could do it. So I'll have a look at one more example of one that's not performing as well. So I'll look at Glass Bar. So these have got 5,000 visits, but 692 people have only liked it. So that just shows right there, they're not promoting this page very well at all because if you're getting thousands of visits but no one's liking it, something's going on there. So you can see it's all just text. That looks pretty nice. I'm actually getting hungry. I probably should have chose a different niche to go do this case study because I'm going to be starving by the end of this video. But again, the same imagery over and over again. And it's just, again, a fact that it's just not matching the high level establishment that these guys would probably have, by the looks of what I've just seen here so far. That they're doing vouchers and stuff online. So you can see that they are being active on there. So this would be a cool little bar to go after as well, to help take them to that next level online. But so maybe we'll just leave this video here. You've now seen how we can separate the different niches to the higher levels from the less performing companies and businesses in your area. This works in any niche. So you can go type in nightclubs, hotels, cafes, doctors, surgeons, lawyers, whatever you want to go for. You can do the exact same thing. You can filter from highest to lowest. And then what you would normally do is, once you've got this information, I like to then open this here, save it. I'll export it as a CSV. I'll put this one as results Brisbane. So file I successfully exported. I'll pause this here, I'll get it up. All right, so I've got the page up here now. This is the exported document, and this gives you all the information of all the different pages. In Excel, if you didn't know how to expand the cells to read everything, you can either drag it across so you can see everything, or if you just double tap in between the cells, it'll expand it to the perfect size. So I'll double tap, and then you can see, there we go, double tap, double tap. So now you can see all the information from their website, their business name, email addresses, likes, talking about this. We'll open this up, Facebook pages, etc., etc. Then if you want to export the emails, what you can then do is, if you only want to get all the emails here from this list and you want to remove anyone that doesn't have any email attached to it, you can hit this filter button. Sorry, I'll select the column first. I'll filter it. I'll hit this drop down arrow. I'll scroll down to the bottom and I'll uncheck blanks, which means it'll remove the blanks. It'll provide me just with the businesses that have the email addresses there. What I can then do is I can then email out to these people individually if I wanted to. I could export it and send it to a mass mail through my mailer. But what I like to do is I like to keep this really personal, and I'll actually go out and I'll do some market research on each of these businesses, prepare a little file for them, just have a look over, not trying to sell to them right away, saying, check this out, this is where you are, this is where your businesses are, these are what your competitors' fans are doing and what their demographics are, these are what yours are, this is how we can improve it, and we can get your lead started right away. So that's what I'm going to show you how to do in the next video. So, excuse me. So don't go out now and try contacting these people before having a look at the next video, because that's going to show you some tips to get in under the radar, provide value first before trying to sell to them. That everyone, if you're a business and someone comes to try to sell to you, you've never met them before, you don't even know what they're offering you, and they ask you for $500, $1,000, $2,000 to go do a Facebook campaign, that's really going to scare them, and it's just not going to be very enticing for them at all. But what I want to show in the next video is how I can create a nice little package for them, saying, check this out, have a look at everything, and then if you let me know within a week or 48 hours or however long if you'd like to get started with something like this, because I really want to work for your business. We can take it to that next level. We can start dominating for you and give you the web presence on social media that you deserve. And then I'll show you how to set and forget it all on autopilot like we do in some of these other case studies here. So I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll speak to you then.